Already, land investing is on your radar and you are interested in creating new income streams from this model. So in this video, I want to share with you 3 strategies you can use to go ahead and profit from raw land. And then we'll get into some strategies after this that you could go ahead and do to acquire these properties really cheap to get these profits into action. Now, 3 basic strategies are, we'll go with the easiest to the most strategic. Let's start with the easiest here, and that's appreciation. This is kind of boring, but it needs to be talked about. This is when we go ahead and acquire a property, hopefully at a deep discount on the front end, and we see there's some things going on in the area. For example, right now, as of this recording, Florida is ridiculously hot. People are flooding Florida from places like Cali and New York. They're all relocating down to Florida and Texas. So Florida, you know, all the coastlines are going to be covered. Once those are covered, people are going to start moving inland. Now, you may see some of these inland areas start to get developed. You want to acquire properties in these areas or maybe the next city in. This is an appreciation play. This is where you're going to go ahead and purchase a property really cheap. And you say, you know what, 5 years, this stuff is going to be so ridiculously hot. I'm going to go ahead and cash out my bag at that point. I don't need the money right now. I'm a buy and hold individual, and I'm going to deploy that property in the end and take my chips off the table and move it into something else. So that's appreciation investing. Pretty boring, but totally effective. The next strategy is going to be flipping. Now for flipping, it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's walk through it real quick here. Same exact scenario. We're finding these properties in Florida. People are buying up the coastlines and they're starting to move inland. You're going to get a deal on one of these properties on the, just inside the coastline there. And let's say they're all selling for 100 grand. You could get it under contract for 70 grand and sell it to the end consumer for 90, 95, $100,000. Flipping it fast, taking your chips off the table right away and moving on to the next. Now this is where more of the sex appeal comes in. People want to do flipping so they get those lump sums of cash and they can go ahead and buy out their lifestyle, whatever that may be, flashy cars, buying the Rolex, whatever, or taking that money and investing again into more deals and ultimately building out cash flow. So flipping, it doesn't have to be those big numbers either. We do flips on deals that we acquire for $200 and we sell them for $1,000. These deals are everywhere in every market, but in Florida, we're going to talk about that a lot just because it is getting incredibly hot down there. Now, finally, I want to take you to the last strategy, and that is passive income through seller financing. That's my favorite. I'm going to be real with you. I like spending money. So if I flip a property and I get a lump sum of cash, I'd like to tell you I'm disciplined. I'm not. I'm going to take my kids out. We're going to do stupid stuff. We're going to blow money and all that. Now, of course, I always reinvest, but I never reinvest as much as I should. With passive income, I set up streams of income, so little income streams hit my bank account every single day. That keeps me a little more disciplined. Now I can take that money, pay my bills, and reinvest into other assets versus you give me one check there, I'm going to go have some fun, then reinvest the difference. Just keeping it real with you, whatever model you choose is fine, but that's an overview. So with the seller financing, let me give you an example. Let's say we go to Central Florida there, and we pick up a property for $1,500. Now these properties are selling for $5,000 to $6,000. I would take this property and I would sell for $100 down, $100 a month for 60 to 72 months. And that would give me an income stream from that. These are incredibly easy to sell this way, and this is your biggest buyer pool in the business. This is going to open you up to so many buyers there. You will have no problem liquidating on these types of terms. Flips, it may not be able to sell as fast, but you could still sell fast in this hot market that we are currently in. And then, of course, the appreciation play. You're just buying and holding out for that right moment when you're going to get all the money you were holding out for. That could be, anywhere from 2 to 5 to 10 years, whatever the case may be. There is no right or wrong, by the way. I just want to cover the different investing models so you know what you're getting into. And with that, you can go ahead and make the best decision to get the results. Now, if we are looking for quick wins, we're going to focus on seller financing, but obviously we're going to cover all this in this video series here. So stay tuned for the next episode. And if you have any questions about land investing, I want you to drop those down below or text me at 440-567-6040. Hit me with any questions. I will create the videos answering your questions for you. And be sure to check in the description down below. I got plenty of resources down there to help you on your journey. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.